Hello everybody and welcome back to the wonderful world of Space Engine, or should I say the wonderful worlds of Space Engine, because there's a lot of them. Today, okay, that glitch is still there. Today I have a roster of things to go to, and we're just gonna jump right into it, I suppose. First up, we're going to an actual locale, to NGC, whoop, my paper's going away. I don't know, I'm looking for NGC 4676. There you are. 4676. Go. And we're gonna see. Ah, look at you. Oh yeah, it's the colliding galaxies. I think. I'm gonna be going to colliding galaxies here. That's another one on my list. Wow, that's actually quite pretty. Look at these guys. Gravitationally bound, probably on a collision course. It's gonna be quite the mess when they collide. In fact, well, it usually is. When galaxies collide, it's quite messy, because stars go absolutely everywhere, and then the cores merge. But stars actually don't collide, at least not often. It's actually very, very rare for stars to collide during collisions, because the spaces are so far between them. But there is a lot of star formation when galaxies collide, or even just gas clouds for that matter, because like all the gas and dust within the disks themselves collide with one another, and they compress and heat up, and then boom, you get so much star formation. Like a number of galaxies where you get like massive blue star, like an entire arm will just be like dwarfed with blue stars. That's usually because that arm or whatever passed through a dense area of dust and gas in the galaxy's like location. I guess immediate location, immediate surroundings. Anyways, in star formation. So like when Andromeda and the Milky Way collide, it's going to be really, really fantastic. Of course, it'll take a very, very long ass time, but it'll look lovely. Alright, up next we have the colliding galaxies I was talking about, NGC 77191. Fwop. There we go. Yeah, this is another colliding system. Oh, I can see the box between the, oh, and the box gone. That's actually interesting. It's a little elliptical galaxy with, a massive spiral. I'm looking at the spiral, right? Yes, I am. Some information on the section. Curious if I can. Info. How many stars? 140 billion. Alright, that's reasonable. I think the Milky Way has like 200 billion or something like that. Which is weird, because... Yeah. Because I always thought... Like, I always grew up being told the Milky Way had... Actually, 1 minute, I have to check this. Because I always grew up being told the Milky Way has 400 billion stars. Milky Way. But the more recent and everything else has 200 billion. Yeah, 270 billion. And I'm all for updating my views and all that, but it was kind of one of those depressing realizations. It's like, oh, our galaxy is actually half the size of what I thought it was. And that made me very sad, considering how there are galaxies out there that have trillions of stars, and now we have a pretty tiny galaxy compared. Then again, we also have really tiny satellite galaxies and clusters that are, they suck. Actually, they don't. They're pretty cool. Actually, if you're interested how the Milky Way got its name, it was because of an old legend that I'm pretty sure Greek. Yeah, Greek. 82. There we go. That like when you look up at the sky and you had the Milky Way across the sky, the legend was that the Milky Way itself was actually breast milk being squirted from Hera's breast, I think it was. Hera? Yeah. And that name just kind of stuck. So it's weird, but that's just what it is. Alright, M82. It's amorphous. It reminds me of a creature from Star Trek, the original series, you know, and it has it has two companions, multiple companions. We're all friends here. Anyways, now somebody else actually made an interesting idea that I have to check out. And he said go to the, like, 0, 0, 0, no, not 9, 9, 9, 9, 0, 0, 0, 0. It does exist, holy hell. Basically, like, the first randomly generated galaxy in the game. And it does exist, holy hell. That's just fantastic. I love it. 0, 0, 0, 0. Huh. Alright, let's put that out of the way now. That is wonderful. I am so pleased with myself. Yeah. Look at that, the numbers. Everything's now RS0000, and then, ooh, I have an idea. Oh, fuck off. No, fuck off. 000, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And it's gonna be RS, no, RS 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Are you sure? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm pretty sure that this must exist somewhere. Unless the random star 0000 isn't found in this galaxy. Well, let's do an experiment then, shall we? No? Fuck, whatever. I guess we're gonna be exploring the first generated galaxy and have just a whale of a time. Actually, let's see if we can go to the center of it. Oh, okay, it's gonna do this. I'll have to land on it, I suppose. Oh, we're back here now. Well, no matter. RG 0000. Okay. That graphics, I tell ya. Are we gonna get there? Is it gonna fix? Am I screwed? I don't know what's going on here, guys. On 1 minute. Wonderful! And now we're back at random galaxy 0000. Yeah, I don't know. Those graphical glitches, man. I might try uninstalling and reinstalling again to see if that'll fix it, but I'm not confident. Anyways, let's get to look for a life that lives in this here galaxy. Because life is fun. Life actually is really great. I've actually been feeling much better these past few, well, actually a couple weeks, than I have all summer. I don't know what the deal was. I just felt shitty all summer. It may have been a chemical relapse from my meds, because apparently that happens, and nobody told me. So I got to experience the fun of that. Cause, like, you know, it's like after I got off them, I had about a week of really bad withdrawal symptoms, and then it kind of went away, and then I had about a month of just kind of getting over some of the smaller symptoms, and then I was fine for about 3 months. And then come July, I just started feeling shitty. Like, I'd go for weeks where I'd feel like, like nauseous and dizzy and lethargic, and it was becoming very emotionally damaging too, because it was just relentless. And I don't know what I didn't know what the reason was. I felt like I was having withdrawal symptoms, but I wasn't doing meds at all. But apparently, with antidepressants and, well, I was on it wasn't antidepressant technically. I was using it for anxiety though. But apparently, what was that? When you get off those, you sometimes after a few months, you get a chemical relapse, where your brain just for some reason goes, and then starts acting as if it needs it again. And then it goes away. It's usually like a 6 month turnaround time. But I seem to have gotten over that, so I'm good to go now. Ooh, unicellular marine. Let's go there. Ugh. My life is nothing but health problems. But whatever. Health problems and food sensitivities. Info. Organic, abiogenic, marine, unicellular. What is the atmosphere looking like? Mostly carbon dioxide, oxygen, and sulfur dioxide. Let's scroll down. There we go. A bit of nitrogen, water, that makes sense. Neon, helium, and argon. Wonderful. Actually, on the topic of food sensitivities, it's like, I have to eat gluten-free, but it's like not, I don't do it on purpose. I literally have to, or else, I die. And that isn't much of an exaggeration. Before I figured out what was going on, I was actually very close to ending up in the hospital because I was dying, literally. But anyways, and it made me think about people who eat like gluten-free, but they do it because of health concerns or something. And it's like, it's stupid. Panspermia aerial, wonderful. The atmosphere is what you'd expect for a gas giant. Because, like, there's no scientific evidence, really, that eating gluten is any better or worse for you, or that eating gluten-free has any real benefits unless you're gluten intolerant. It's just an inconvenience. Like, I don't have a choice in the matter. I have to. And I've been doing so for about, I think, 12, 13 years now? 14 years? It's been a while. And even I still find it as an inconvenience. Like, it's stupid. General, life form, it's not telling me about them. Oh, it's because it's a moon, not the actual planet. Nice. There we go. A gaseous moon is at that. Go away. God damn it. It's like, one of the things I really miss, abiogenic, huh. So there's 2 geneses in this solar system. It's like, one of the things I really miss doing is going to a Tim Hortons, buying a box of Timbits, and eating like half the box in the car because I'm a fat ass, but I can't do that. And it's so inconvenient. Or, like, going to a pizza place, and it's like, oh, I can't eat any of this shit. Well, actually, Boston Pizza, they have gluten-free crust. But even then, I've kind of started experimenting, cutting out dairy, just to see if I have issues with that. Because almost everyone in my family does, and so does 70% of the human species, so I figured, I'll give it a shot, see what it's like. And it's just inconvenient as hell. It's like, literally, right now, I am sitting here, and next to me I have a bowl of gluten-free Cheerios with almond milk. Like, who the fuck does that intentionally? Like, seriously. Who just one day goes to the store and says, I'm gonna be as inconvenient as possible for myself, and I'm gonna buy gluten-free stuff, which is generally more expensive because of some health thing that isn't actually real. On the other hand, the hipster craze of going gluten-free has really poked the industrial development of gluten-free foods that are actually decent. So I guess I can't complain about that matter, but it's like if I could, I would eat gluten all the time because all the best things have gluten in it. Like, honestly, I miss donuts. I miss real donuts. Some things are okay. Gluten-free waffles are pretty much the exact same as long as they're done right. Pancakes, same thing, done right. Cake is a little difficult, but a lot of times you can make gluten-free cake that tastes like real cake, and it's fine. So it's like, there are a lot of things that I can do, but it's just some things I just can't do it properly. Like, I miss soft tortillas, but I can't eat soft tortillas because they're made with flour. I can eat corn tortillas, but they suck. They really do. They're dry and they suck. Luckily, hard tacos are better than soft tacos. Actually, on that note, even if you can eat, like, dairy because of lactose, or, like, lactose, yeah, there we go, that doesn't mean you have to cut out cheese. Not entirely, anyways, because, like, usually old cheeses just naturally have very little, if any, lactate in it. And for younger cheeses, like mozzarella and stuff on pizza, you can actually get lactose-free mozzarella, where they, like, remove it I suspect chemically, which sounds terrifying, but whatever. But it's just like, it's so inconvenient. It is like, it is just the worst. But given my situation, I'd rather the inconvenience than, you know, dying, so, On the other hand, there could be something to say about like a gluten-free diet, because it'll prevent people from like eating donuts and pizza all the time, or fast food all the time, or white bread all the time. And to that I just say, why don't you just have a diet where you just stop eating donuts all the time? Like, you can still eat gluten, but just cut out the junk food, maybe? That might help. I don't know. Maybe it's not gluten that's causing the problem. Maybe it's just all the junk food. Because you can get gluten in food that's healthy for you, and it's fine. But there's a lot of unhealthy foods. I don't know. It's just, I'm kind of on the fence, because it both annoys me, but it's also kind of a good thing. It's like when people are like completely hipster, and are like, oh, I'm gluten-free now. And it's like, why? Oh, I have an intolerance. Do you actually have an intolerance? Do you have an allergy or something? Or are you just saying that? Because it's like, if I eat, like if I were to eat like a piece of bread, normal bread, it would literally, it causes me physical pain, lots and lots of physical pain, because it makes my immune system destroy my intestines. Like, that's just how it is. It's an immune disorder for me. It's a genetic immune disorder. But these people are like, oh, I don't eat gluten because of whatever, and it's like, okay. And that makes the rest of us look bad, who are forced. You just go away. God damn it. Right then, we are looking at. It's gonna be a moon, isn't it? No, I clicked on the wrong thing. Lovely. Where is it? Wait, it is here. Oh, it's a moon. Okay, that explains a lot. You go away. Info. What do we got going on here? Hey, biogenic subglacier. What is the atmosphere looking like? It's very thin, and it's mostly Cl2. Oh. What the hell is Cl2? I should know that, but I don't. I know everything else. There's krypton, xenon, and sulfur dioxide. Cl2. That's not ammonia. No, it isn't. Let's look it up, shall we? Cl2. Chlorine. See, I knew it looked familiar. I'm stupid. Whatever. At least I, fact check before saying some ludicrous claim, and I admit that I'm wrong. That's never a problem. Admitting you're wrong is never a bad thing. Ooh, look at this. Oh, okay. And we're here. On this pretty terrain. Oh, did any of you guys watch the Blue Origin test yesterday? Or I should say this morning? Or no, it was yesterday. It's 1 in the morning for me. Okay. It was actually really cool. I generally will watch any live stream I can. Like, if I'm awake during one, it's like, yeah, okay, I'll watch it. And I was watching the Blue Origin one because I was promised an explosion. Because, well, like, they were testing the escape system for their capsule, and they were expecting the capsule to fly off, and the exhaust from the escape motor was supposed to knock the booster over, and it was going to crash, and it was going to be wonderful and explodey and excitey. But that didn't happen. Apparently, the rocket is far better built than they actually thought, because the capsule flew off, and the escape thing went perfectly, and the capsule landed perfectly. But it also didn't disrupt the rocket's flight at all. The rocket kept going up, went into space, and then came back down and landed, and didn't explode. So on the one hand, I was a little disappointed because I wanted to see an explosion, but on the other hand, I was also like really impressed and also kind of reassured that their rockets are actually very well built. And since they're planning on being a tourist rocket company, it's always very reassuring to see their vehicles outperform what they originally expected. It really adds to their safety, so that was actually a really cool thing, and I'm just glad they managed to do it. Yeah. Actually, in the same topic of space, I've been contacting some local suppliers and stuff of materials, and I'm probably going to be ordering the fabric for the inner lining of my suit real soon. Because I've been trying some other stuff. I tried making some materials and whatever, and a lot of them they kind of worked, but they were too rigid, weren't as gas tight as I wanted, or they didn't pass fire safety properly. So I figured, screw it, I'll just actually get some like materials that I know will pass these criteria. So that's what's new in my world. Because like once I get the inner lining done, basically the suit can be put together with the helmet and everything, and then I can start putting together the midpoint, like the mid liner, which is going to be like the retention liner and all that, and then the outer liner, which is going to be like the outer part of the suit plus all the hardware, and it's going to be really great. And I've also figured out the design of the suit. It's going to be great, because like I figured it's like the suit itself, all the hardware and stuff, you know, the usual how to make a spacesuit kind of thing, so you don't kill people. But for the outer design, there really isn't a standard. Like you can make the suit look however you want. So I've come up with an actual design for the suit, like the outer liner of the suit and all that, and how it's gonna look, the color patterns and everything else. And I'm not gonna give away too much, but I will just say that it's somewhat I'll just say it's somewhat fashioned off 1940s to 1960s science fiction. That's all I'm gonna say. Between the 40s and the 70s, actually, between then. But it's gonna look great. You'll see. So, but that's gonna be a surprise. All right, so one more planet, and then I'll have to call it there because my cereal's getting soggy and it's past 20 minutes. All right, what do we got going on here? It's obviously a gas giant. The information thingy tab isn't coming up. Well, alright then, it's broken. Yeah, there we go. Right then. It's aerial, it's organic, biogenic, so it started here. And the atmosphere, hydrogen, helium, that's what you'd expect and everything else. Well, that's wonderful. That is wonderful. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll be back with more later. And until then, space.